So we have a few questions from our guests, and I have these questions actually were sent to us by email. So I have set these up, and the first question is SMS colors for inkjet printing. So how does SMS ensure color consistency between lab tips, digital, textile printing, and bulk production where substrate variability is high? And this is from a customer in the textile industry. So they are concerned about variations in the substrates, which may be cotton or polyester, etc. So the answer, our answer to this is that SMS colors, they are especially well suited for digital printing, since they are by origin digital colors, which means that ICC, that they are basically built for ICC managed workflows and ICC color management. Substrate variability is always a problem. That's true for printing on paper as well as printing on textile, of course. SMS does not offer a solution to counter this, except that we recommend the use of quality substrates to minimize the chance of major fluctuations in shade of the substrate. SMS colors are absolute colors. That's a very good description for SMS colors. So they are basically optimized for most mainstream universal print specifications. So you basically just convert your SMS color from one color space to the next. Each printer or manufacturer should try their best to use substrates that have a white point and characteristics that are as close to the target white point and characteristics of the supported ICC profile they use. So for instance, if you offer printing to FOCR 39 standards, you should stock up on coated neutral white paper or neutral white substrate, textile or whatever, with a white point as close to the lab value of 95.0-2 as possible. This will ensure best possible results and best possible outcome in printing and minimal delta E of SMS colors as well as other colors. The same advice applies in the case of textile, be it for cotton or polyester, for instance. In general, we advise that the use of neutral white substrates. For our eco SMS colors, it's okay if they are a bit off-white, but for standard max and super max colors, an L value as close to somewhere between 93 and 95, or even higher, is recommended, with the A and B values as close to 0 as you can find. The current version of the spot matching system, that's version 7 and actually version 6 as well, they are optimized for neutral white substrates to FOCR 39 and FOCR 47 at the moment. And they are also well suited for the newer FOCR 51 and FOCR 52, as well as the American Grecol standard substrates for G7 printers. Textile manufacturers that would like to offer SMS colors simply need to be able to commit to printing or dyeing clothes or other textiles, which should yield a delta E of 3 or less, preferably 2 or less, if you can, when measured with a 0.45 spectrophotometer using the target measurement condition, which could be M1, for instance, for outdoor clothes, and the M2 condition for indoor evaluation. So there is no UV in the light indoors, or possibly the D65 10-degree viewing angle, which is the universal standard for product manufacture. So this would be simply subject to customer wishes. The next question we have, SMS Colour's screen to print. This is actually quite a common question. So since most approval happens on screen, how does SMS help brands and printers minimize the visual difference between screen previews and physical output? So that's a very good question. All SMS colors, including our new extended gamut colors, the Supermax colors, they are optimized for sRGB displays, which is still the universal ICC profile for online viewing. So in order for customers to be sure that they are watching, that what they are watching on their screen is in fact the final SMS colors, they should expect to get the need to use a display that is at least capable of displaying 100% of the sRGB color gamut or more. These days, it's possible to buy inexpensive monitors that cover 100% of the sRGB gamut. And many laptop displays do in fact cover this color gamut and sometimes more. Secondly, all stakeholders evaluating SMS colors on their displays, they need to invest in a monitor or a monitor display calibrator. So that's the hardware, the calibrator, and then you need software to to control the calibrator on your monitor. Such as, for instance, the calibrators that are available from Spot Nordic, for instance, or the data color spider calibrators, which are quite good as well. Calibrators cost in the range from 250 euros with software or even less. And displays should be calibrated either every 2 weeks, even every week. Only takes a few minutes to do the calibration per monitor. Or you can calibrate simply before you need to evaluate an SMS color accurately on your screen. Next question, SMS colors in production. In digital workflows, how does SMS define tolerances for delta E variation during real production scenarios? Okay, difficult question. How do we actually define tolerances for delta E variation during real production scenarios? So, what we have come up with here, SMS does not really take responsibility for real-world variations, unfortunately. Printers and manufacturers responsible for reproducing SMS colors take that responsibility upon themselves, as with any other colors they reproduce. In the case of SMS ready printers and manufacturers, the printer or the manufacturer has gone through a series of tests and achieved a delta E variation that they are comfortable with to commit to for all their customers. The red line for SMS ready certification is a delta E of 3. Anything above 3 in regards of delta E is considered unacceptable when it comes to printing of SMS colors, printing or manufacture, in case of dyeing, for instance. So here is a question about the SMS ready certification. What are the essential tools and setup required for a textile printer to become SMS ready? And the answer is there are no special tools that we demand, actually. The requirements for textile printers are basically the same as for other printers. Before entering the SMS ready certification process, we train one key employee in how to use SMS colors in design, how to convert them to other color spaces, and how to check if they are correct or not. Each SMS ready print shop or manufacturer should at least invest in an X-Rite i1 Pro 3 instrument. In the case of textile printers, we would recommend the i1 Pro 3 Plus instrument with software to measure SMS colors in production, regardless of process. And as I said, the same is true for, of course, for printing on paper. The printing press must have at least the same size of color gamut as the respective SMS colors that are being printed. And in the case of digital presses, the press should have preferably an inline spectral device, enabling regular calibration of the press. We strongly recommend in-house knowledge in creating so-called device link ICC profiles, which enable the printer or the manufacturer to build custom SMS ICC profiles, where SMS colors are specifically targeted to minimize the delta E, color by color. This is, however, not a condition. The SMS ready certificate is issued to printers and manufacturers that are able to print or dye or even paint, for that matter, at least the 7 colors of the SMS ready control strip. That is appropriate for their process and substrate. So in some cases that may be the very subtle and natural eco colors. In other cases, it may be the standard colors, and in even other cases, max and even supermax colors may be printable. Depends on the substrate and depends on the printer or the press itself. I hope that answered the question. So next question is SMS return on investment. Do you have examples where SMS implementation helped reduce retying or shade matching trials in textile manufacturing? Unfortunately, we do not have any such concrete examples. The textile industry is a new territory for SMS, and we are still looking for ways to formally enter it. From a practical and technical perspective, use of SMS colors is perfect for digital printing on textile, as well as other ICC-based printing, due to the fact that that SMS colors are, in fact, ICC-based colors. In fact, that if you can print the 7 SMS colors of our SMS-ready control strip within a delta E of 3, you should be able to print any SMS color from that respective SMS color palette, which each contains 2,607 colors in the version 7. In addition to any custom SMS color created to match that color space. And secondly, the fact that you can show your SMS color to anyone around the world in minutes by email versus sending expensive printed or dyed samples by FedEx around the world. It should be obvious that SMS colors are more practical and by far more sustainable than other colors. In fact, the fact that SMS colors and SMS colored products can be presented in their actual colors online is an obvious advantage for manufacturers that reduces the odds of customers returning products due to incorrect color versus what they saw online on their displays. And there are studies that indicate that the reason for returns of clothes that are ordered online is very often because the color of the received garment or product was too different from what the customer saw on his or her display when they ordered in the web shop. So I think we have covered all the questions now, and so I'd just like to thank you for your attention, and I hope you will join us for our next SMS Colour meeting. Thank you.